It's your boy Swamp Fox coming at you. Just wanted to show you a little bit about Ron DeSantis. Once again, this is stuff you guys should look up for yourself. Um, and you can go to Florida Senate.gov, or you can look up the CSCS 2006 bill of Florida. Here it is right here. CSCS 2006 bill of Florida, 2021 legislature. And here's what your boy Ron DeSantis is signing into law and what he's funding. It's going to blow your mind because he's talking about choice and not shutting down and we got it made and we do all the right things here in Florida, blah, blah, blah. But I showed y'all the video the other day where he's already infringing on our First Amendments with the law they just applied the other day, which is going to get shut down. But what it's going to take for that law to get shut down is innocent people are going to get arrested for a First Amendment protected activity. It's going to make it to federal court on appeal and it's going to get overturned and that law will get stricken, which he shouldn't be doing it anyway. But that's just one proof that he's not such a great guy. Here's another one. Now, you can read this whole bill if you want, but I want you to go down to page 38, where I'm going to scroll down to right now. And you're going to start on about 1097, line 1097. And I'll show you that in just a second. And it's going to blow your mind to what he is now going to allow and what he's funding in his state. Now, this is all stuff you can look up for yourself. That's not me saying it. It's right here in front of you. So don't come on here saying this ain't true, blah, 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 blah. This is on their own government website, okay? So if it ain't true, you need to talk to them. All right. 34. Let's see. 35. 37. All right. Getting down to the page 38. You want to go down and start. It's going to be 1097 through 1118 where you want to start. So on 1097 on page 38, ordering an individual to be examined, tested, vaccinated, treated, isolated, or quarantined for communicable diseases that have a significant morbidity or mortality and present and severe danger to public health. Now he's sounding like one of these blue state people, right? Individuals who are unable or unwilling to be examined, tested, vaxxed, or treated for reasons of health, religion, or conscience may be, let me scroll down a little bit more. Starting back at 1103, may be subject to isolation or quarantine, examination, testing, via, right there, I'm not supposed to say it, or treatment may be performed by a qualified person authorized by the state health officer. If the individual poses a danger to the public health, the state health officer may subject the individual to isolation or quarantine. If there is no practical method of isolation or quarantine the individual, the state health officer may use any means necessary to V that person or treat the individual. Any order of the state health officer given to effectuate this paragraph is immediately enforceable by a law enforcement under this code. Individuals who assist the state health officer at his or her request on a voluntary basis during a public health emergency are entitled to the benefit specified in whatever. Section 18, Florida statutes is created to read. Right here. The you know what? One blank V document. I want y'all to go read this for yourself because I'm already in trouble once again. Now, this is another video I'm doing where I got in trouble for a comment I made because I put Port of Seattle cop and or Port of Seattle. Yeah, it was Port of Seattle cop. And for some reason, somebody got mad, I guess, because I called out Port of Seattle and they cried about it. So they struck me down. I appealed it and won, but I'm still under my ban for it. And I'm now being threatened, because you get bans. So when you window appeal, shouldn't a ban be released and then apologize and say, hey, you're not in any trouble anymore because I'm still unable to post. But anyway, uh, let's see. A business equity as defined in the uh, S768-38 to include any business operating in this state may not require patrons or customers to provide any documentation certifying that blank, 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 or post-infection recovery again. So, see, that's where you get the good stuff in with the bad stuff. So he's letting this health guy say that for whatever reason you don't want to do it, if that health guy decides that we need to do it, then you're going to be forced to do it, or they're going to put you in a quarantine camp. If there's no quarantine camp, then you're just getting the jab, period. So this is the guy y'all want to run in 2024 if your boy Trump can't. Now, you remember now, go look at my pinned video. And I'm sick and tired of people who say, well, he's not saying mandate, he's saying choice. Okay, I understand that Trump's saying choice, but he's lying to the world. Just 11 months ago and 6 months ago at his rally, but 11 months ago on the Candace showing, him and Candace Owens had um, a show together, and she asked him a bunch of questions, and he bragged how his administration did three. Not in 2019, like the guy tried to say, oh, it's on your timestamp 219. So look at the other video I just posted where it shows that Twitter does that. For some reason, they didn't put the date. They put 219, which is February 19th, but they didn't put 2021. So I went into Twitter and I posted it from my thing where it showed the video with the thing. You can see it. Plus, you can go to dailywire.com December 20th, 2021 and look at the documentary right there, or her, interviewing him. And then in 2022, when I posted it in February 19th of 2022, because somebody else said, Trump never said that. Yes, he did. He said it's killed no one, and that the only people who are getting sick are the people who are unjabbed and going to the hospital. That if you get it, you're safe, and you're not going to die and all that other stuff, and that no one's died from it, which is crazy. So anyway, go look that stuff up for yourself. Go look this up for Ron DeSantis, because everybody thinks he's such a great guy. So now, last week they put a law in to go against our First Amendment. This week he's putting a law in to give this health man the right to say, hey, if you're going to not take it, whatever, when it comes to that point, he's just getting things ready in his state. He's passing laws right now to join the blue side when it's time, because both of them, there's no such thing as the right versus left. I had to figure that out. They all work together. I did vote for Trump. You can go to my YouTube channel, Swamp Fox News. You can see all the videos where I was supporting him. My van was lettered out with him. I was giving hats and shirts and banners away, constantly taking criticism from people because I was even believing in government for a second. But for some reason, I thought, actually, I'll tell you the reason, because Kim Clement, who claimed to be a prophet, my friend was telling me, well, the Bible says there ain't no prophets left on the earth. And I knew that. But of course, this guy got a lot of stuff right, like 9/11, and in 2007 he said Trump was going to run for president one day. He did, and it's kind of blew my mind when Trump did run for president. He said in 2007 he was going to run against a witch. They were going to try to put a witch in the White House. They said that they was going to keep saying impeach, impeach, because they was going to try to impeach him, but it wasn't going to happen, and it didn't. He didn't get impeached by the Senate, which is what mattered. So a lot of things, made me believe that, hey, this guy was right. And again, he did predict 9/11. He predicted the floods in Haiti. He predicted some stuff that went on in California. So, you know, I wanted to believe, but then Trump didn't defund Planned Parenthood like he said. That's a fact. He kept saying he would, and he didn't. Plus, he's pushing the New World Order agenda. You know what I'm saying? Telling everybody that it's safe and everything else. Not just 11 months ago, but also 6 months ago at his rally. You can Google that too and see where he got booed at his rallies for, pushing it. So, DeSantis, Trump, Joe Biden, they're all two sides of the coin. Okay, they give us a win to make us, make us think that we're going to win and that all these great things are going to happen. So they give us a win for a little bit and then they take it away. Same thing for both sides. They're keeping us docile because we're nothing but money machines to them. I love you all. Check into this stuff for yourself. God bless everyone.